What's going on, everybody? I'm the hair. This is not the beard. This is the bew. This is
the hair and the bew.
What's up, man? How you doing?
What's up, bro? Good to see you, man.
It's like a fucking ghost arrived, man. I haven't seen this guy in years.
I know,
Long time friend since fucking kinder.
Bro.
Who the fuck can say that? And we're still kind of okay with each other. It's fucking crazy.
Lives right down the street.
Yeah.
2 houses, like 3 houses down.
All we do is mug each other when I get off work.
Yeah.
Like, give him one of these. What's up, man? Just keep going.
I told this fool he's gonna have to check the footage after. I don't know if it picks up ghosts.
Exactly.
You know?
You might just see a silhouette. I'll have to edit in your picture or something like that.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
hey, man, it's fucking good to have you on. Your strong suit, we'll admit, definitely basketball. I know you're a fucking basketball fanatic.
I try to keep up. Yeah, you know.
Try to keep up, exactly. Still an athlete. Still play ball yourself.
Little bit.
Doing the most you can. So fucking, we'll get into it. Start off with MMA. Right off the bat, TJ Dillashaw, I'm sure you know who that is. Has
white boy.
White boy.
That white boy.
Has fucking steroid allegations. He was the bantamweight champ. He himself gave up his belt. What do you think about that?
Wow. There's a lot to say about, I mean, if he gave up his belt...
He voluntarily gave it up. No one said, hey, sir, give up your belt. He himself said, I'm giving my belt up.
You know, if he gave up his belt, he gave up his belt, bro.
Yeah.
If that's how I see it, you know. What's the whole issue with... What was it that he got caught
with?
So
his test, they tested hot, which means in any terminology of fighting, even WWE or any kind of sport, when they say you test hot, it means there's some kind of steroid in there.
Right.
Usually. So he didn't necessarily say I did it, but he did say we're gonna have to go back, look at the footage, look at my camp. He's saying everything except I did it.
Right.
But he also said I'm giving him my belt. So to me, if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck.
It's a duck.
It's a fucking duck, bro.
Yeah.
I like the guy. I think he's an awesome fighter.
I mean, he's a good fighter.
Great fighter.
Wrong. He's got good hands, good speed.
Trains at Angels Camp too. So he local boy, dude.
Really?
Yeah, and
I didn't know that.
And he fucking likes our pictures from the hair and the beard.
Does he?
That's why I don't want to talk shit about him, bro. I don't want to talk shit about him at all.
Fool.
I think he's innocent. I don't know what the fuck you're.
I think he's innocent. Hey, fool, you got my support.
Yeah, you got our support.
You know.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's not a good look, right? I mean, you're yourself for turning it in. So I don't know, man. We'll fucking see what happens with him. I'm assuming he's gonna get suspended, but I hope it's not something crazy. Because I like seeing him fight. UFC needs stars.
I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen for him? He's gonna lose the belt? He's gonna be sitting out for a while? And then
I'm gonna guess they're gonna suspend him for 6 months to a year. I'm gonna guess.
Damn. Well, how long did John Jones when he got in?
See, John Jones is different though.
That happened. What? How many times did he get caught?
He got caught hella times, and then they cut the suspension to like a few months.
Right.
But the rumor was that he snitched on somebody because even USADA, the people that test themselves, they said he helped in a different story, meaning that he supposedly, and every fighter, a lot of fighters were saying that he helped USADA catch somebody else. Basically, like when a cop catches somebody, like, hey, we'll save you if you rat on your friend.
Right, he's a narc.
He's a narc.
Fucking narc.
He's a narc, bro. Yeah. So that's what happened with Jones. We don't want to shut on Jones too much.
Right.
But we'll get into Jones. He's gonna fight Thiago Santos coming up. UFC 235. He'll be the main event. Thiago Santos isn't a well-known UFC name that your regular UFC fan's not gonna know who the fuck he is. He's gonna I think I seen him on the fight night. Yeah, you don't know who the fuck he is. So obviously, if you don't know who he is, not important, right?
Right.
Yeah, so
he's up and coming.
He's up and coming. Yeah, and I think he's undefeated. He's big and buff, as he should be.
But is he the real deal? Because there's always up and comings, man.
Yeah.
There's always up and comings. Oh, this guy looks like the real deal, but like, what does he have?
Technically, we're up and coming.
Anybody can be up and coming.
Yeah.
Fool. One day they're up and coming. Next day, fucking Conor McGregor fucking catching cases and shit.
Yeah, I didn't fucking do anything. The way you fucking talk.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Proper 12 is whiskey shit.
Proper 12.
Yeah. We'll get into him though, but I think he's good. He's big, he's strong, he's a real good boxer, but I think Jones is too skilled for him. I think it's a little too soon.
Right.
The fact is, though, the UFC needs fucking stars right now, bro. They're hurting so much on pay-per-view. And I didn't even fucking write it in the stupid-ass script I write. But usually ESPN, the pay-per-views, they changed the whole landscape recently. I don't know if you saw that like a week ago.
No.
So if people weren't streaming free pay-per-view before, they're going to do it harder now. Because in order to order a pay-per-view now, you have to have ESPN Plus for the UFC. So you have to pay $5 a month to have your ESPN Plus. Then you're able to order a pay-per-view through the UFC. So they're saying you have to subscribe to ESPN Plus first, then you can order pay-per-views. It's like, pay money first, then you're able to order my pay-per-view.
That's just a cash grab right there.
It's a cash grab. It's not gonna work though, bro. People are already streaming free shit. I mean,
well, we'll see how it goes, but that's just a straight out cash grab.
100%, and it's making it harder to order pay-per-views. I tell you what, too, if you're over 50 years old, you're not gonna get that shit. You don't even know how to fucking.
You don't even know how to get to the app, fool.
ESPN Plus.
How to
what
order.
The fuck is this? I'm not doing that.
Honestly, I wouldn't order it just to watch a fight. Like, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, we're not gonna.
We're not the average like watcher, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the diehards will. They will probably pay for it, but
I think even the diehards are gonna have trouble with this, bro, because you're literally saying you have to pay money in order to order my product. So you're saying in order for you to order my shit, you need to pay money first, then pay me money. It's like, bro, you don't want to hear that shit as a customer. Fuck no. And they're struggling so much already in pay-per-view buys. You're gonna do that shit. I feel like that's gonna put a wrap. I said in 2 years there's gonna be no pay-per-views because the Zone. I don't know if you heard about them.
The Zone.
Yeah, they're $9.99 a month. You get every Bellator fight free, every Canelo fight free. Well, not free, but the $10 a month. You get kickboxing free, a bunch of shit.
For real?
It's $10 a month. Same shit as the WWE Network. You get every pay-per-view for $10 a month. UFC, I thought when I first read it, I'm like, oh shit, they're gonna do it finally. It's like, no, you have to pay $5 a month plus buy the pay-per-view. It's like, oh yeah, you're fucked. You're fucking.
Most times when I buy pay-per-view, I'm not your diehard fan.
No.
Last fight I saw was Conor McGregor versus Khabib.
Yeah.
And I ordered it like last second, bro. Like last second, I'm like, hey,
fuck.
It's like the day before the fight.
You saw that YouTube preview? All right.
Exactly.
He got me.
Exactly. Like, oh, hey. And then I'll call my dad, hey, you want to see the fight or what? He'd be like, yeah. He'd be like, hey, pay for it or what? I'm like, all right, come through.
But you want to pay for it?
Yeah, come to my house and I got you. Though. But anyway.
Hey, and bring food too.
Yeah, we'll get some barbecue too. You'll pay for that too. Got it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But
yeah, like I will order like the day before, you know. I'm not gonna be like, oh, dude, yeah, I gotta pay $5. What the fuck?
Yeah, to a streaming service. You know what I mean?
No. That's bad idea.
Horrible.
Well, if what happens, I think people are gonna, they're gonna reject it. So
hard, bro.
We'll see. They probably will have to cancel that shit.
Hard. Or what they need to do is just do like everybody else did. They need to up the price to $9.99 a month for ESPN Plus, and just say all pay-per-views are included. That's what you need to do. And then you'll get a lot of subscribers. See every pay-per-view, just like the Zone's doing it for boxing.
Right.
I mean, bro, I was telling my dad. I said, there's probably no bigger pay-per-view star in the world than Canelo Alvarez. Or you can say Floyd Mayweather, but he's retired, right?
Yeah.
But people like to watch Canelo. They watch all his pay-per-views. That motherfucker signed to the Zone, so you're gonna see every one of his fights on the Zone for $10 a month. So if he did that, how the fuck is anybody else?
Pretty much all of Mex and like all of fucking.
Yeah. So I think it was a really dumb move. I'm glad you agreed too. It's putting the nail in the coffin for pay-per-views. I think.
That's just it's annoying.
Very annoying, bro.
Annoying. No one wants to deal with that.
And I think your average consumer's gonna be like, oh, I'm definitely gonna stream that shit now. I'm definitely gonna get a fucking stream now.
I know websites, bro. I know before.
No, you don't. You don't know sites. You don't know sites. What are you talking about?
I don't know, fool.
Yeah. But yeah, basically it was that was an unplanned rant we had. We didn't even fucking write that down, but fuck it. I forgot about that shit. Real quick to McGregor. The thing with him is he retired. So first let's set it up. I think it was a Monday. He said he was on Jimmy Kimmel and he said, "I'm looking to fight in July." About 6 hours later, he tweets, "I'm retiring from this great sport. I'm doing great with my Proper 12 whiskey and all that shit." So it was kind of weird timing that he just said he was gonna fight in July. Next morning, I'm at work minding my own business. I get a fucking notification saying McGregor's getting prosecuted supposedly for sexual assault in Ireland.
Right.
I don't know, dude. I'm a McGregor fan, but it is kind of, I don't know if it's a coincidence that he retires, then immediately gets attacked for this.
It's definitely a little red flag right there.
100%.
And honestly, I didn't know. I just heard about this. I did not know about the Ireland thing.
I told this guy everything right before. He don't know shit.
I don't know shit. But I mean, the last thing I saw was the phone incident. You know, that's what I thought. I was like, oh yeah, he caught that case about the phone, but apparently, that shit is the least of his worries.
100%. The thing is, too, is I don't want to necessarily say he's guilty because you can say any woman can say, "Oh, he assaulted me," and then they're gonna get prosecuted or whatever.
Right.
But it's weird. It is weird timing that he retired right before this came out.
Have you looked into the case though? Like, what's the girl? What's her story?
I just know it's from Ireland, where he's from, and the fact that he retired right before this came out makes me think that they told him, retire to separate yourself from the UFC name, and we'll cover fines. They won't be as big of a deal. Still a big deal, obviously. But I think it's just weird timing that he retired and then it came out right away. What's
crazy is a lot of people have been catching cases like that.
Yeah. It's called the Me Too movement.
Right.
Yeah. And I mean, we won't dive.
We don't want to go into that, but R. Kelly. You saw the R. Kelly interview. Like, this is totally, we're starting to go in another direction. But if you saw the R. Kelly interview, you know what I'm talking about. Okay.
You basically said, "Hey, I'm not gonna go hard in the paint," and then you fucking dunk it. You went to R. Kelly.
That's why I was like, "If you seen the interview, I'm not gonna say it anymore."
Yeah, and it's not really a laughing matter. We're just two knuckleheads. I mean, it's a serious topic. We'll see what happens with McGregor. It's just crazy that he retired right before it happened.
I knew he was gonna get off with that, where he did the whole Khabib broke the bus. That was crazy.
The shattering of the windows, everybody jumped in and all that shit. Yeah.
I knew, you're famous, you get off with that type of stuff, but this one's gonna, he's got a wife too, huh?
He has a wife. He has two kids, bro.
Oh, he has two?
Yeah, he had his little boy and a newborn boy, I think.
Oh shit.
So I mean, that's a whole bad image for him. He was known, of course, as a cocky loudmouth, but he was a family man, right?
He was.
Now this is making him look bad. Of course.
He's. It's, I don't know. Maybe it's just that the money, the fame, it just kind
of got to his head.
Makes you a little,
Yeah, I mean he's crazy too, but I mean there's no excuse though, right?
There's no excuse
for that shit. So. We'll move on a little bit to boxing. Right. I'll be honest with you, we didn't even talk about this before. I hardly ever talk about boxing because I don't fucking watch it that much. But Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury had a real good match a few months ago. They're having, instead of rematching like everybody wants them to rematch, they're fighting their own separate fights. So that's kind of why hard for me to get into boxing because it's real political. And it's more about just getting cash grabs and and padding your record too.
Right.
Fighting no name guys to fucking be undefeated or whatever the fuck. So
yeah, a lot of politics, a lot of sometimes it comes down to the scorecards and
Oh yeah, and most often you're like, oh, someone's gonna get fucked. Someone's gonna get fucked.
And everyone's like, nah, fool, he won the fight. Like, fool, come on. Like,
yep. And then shortly after they announced it, you're like, I knew it. Somebody got fucked. Somebody, the scorecards are all fucked up. But fuck it. This is one of the Beard's favorite topics, and I'm being very sarcastic. He hates when I talk about WWE. We're going into WrestleMania season. It's in 2 weeks, so it's their biggest event.
Right.
What's real interesting is Ronda Rousey is now going to main event WrestleMania. It's the first ever women match that's going to be the headliner. It's never happened before in 30 plus years. So that's pretty big.
Shout out to Ronda, man. She's doing it.
She's doing it. And she's playing a heel role right now too, which means that she's the bad girl, meaning like everybody's booing her and shit.
Yeah.
All that stuff, and she likes it.
She likes it.
What's interesting though is that her husband is involved now. The fuck is Travis Brown?
He's a UFC.
He's a UFC fighter.
Retired.
Yeah, I think he's not active anymore because now he's starting to get involved. They had a little segment where she was fucking up security. Security went to Travis Brown in the stands. He elbowed him, and it was like, oh, this motherfucker's gonna be in WWE, you know? It's just fucking.
Like, you think so?
I think so, bro.
Well, he's got the body, I guess.
He's tall as fuck. He's like 6'8". He's a big motherfucker. He's
6'8"?
Huge, yeah. He's huge. He's a big ass dude. So who knows? I mean, it might be good. It might be silly too. Right. So we'll see. So yeah, it'll main event. One of the other big events is going to be Kofi Kingston against Daniel Bryan. Basically, Kofi Kingston never had a title shot in years, or in a very long time. He's gonna, spoiler alert, he's gonna win the belt from Daniel Bryan.
Right.
Just if you fucking, I said spoiler alert, so if you're mad, fuck it. We'll move on to the NFL. Draft is heating up. The Browns, I'm sure you've seen what they've done with Odell Beckham. I talked to our mutual friend Waldo.
Yeah,
he was devastated, bro. I had talked to him, had a heart to heart with that guy. He was like, "Oh, what the fuck's going on, man?" Like,
well, it's not really Odell's fault.
It's not Odell's fault.
Did he want to leave? He didn't want to.
I don't think he signed a big ass extension, and that's why he was a good trade chip because you know he's not going to leave because he's tied to a contract.
Right.
I thought it was kind of a dumb move. I thought if anything, you get rid of Eli because you have Saquon Barkley, who's young as fuck and he's hella good,
right.
And Odell, who's barely 25. He's not even in his prime yet.
Right.
So you have two good weapons. Get a quarterback. Not get rid of one of your weapons. With your 20-year-old weapons, that's crazy.
Well,
I feel
Eli Manning's how old is he pushing now?
Like 36, 37, 36, but he's old. He's old. His body's older than that because he's had injuries and he's not as good as he used to be. The most I feel bad for is fucking Saquon, bro. He's like 21 years old.
Right.
Fucking monster ass dude. And he doesn't have Odell anymore, and he don't have a good quarterback either.
Shit.
So trade him, bro. Trade him to a decent team. If you're gonna go like that, he's gonna fuck up his career, poor dude.
Right. Well, I mean, Eli, he needs to retire.
Yeah.
He needs to retire. Maybe he could. You think he could squeak one out like Payne did at the end?
No, I don't think he can. I don't think he can.
You think it's done? It's
crazy because Eli won 2 Super Bowls and he deservedly so against Tom Brady, the GOAT too. But he's just not. I still think Peyton Manning was more talented than him, bro.
Right.
I really, even though Peyton, fuck.
I mean, yeah, but Odell on the Odell's side, he's going to the Browns,
which
they're not looking
too bad, bro.
I mean, they're starting to rebuild.
Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb, as their running back. They have Kareem Hunt as their running back too.
Oh yeah, they picked up Hunt. Oh, they picked up
Hunt.
Okay.
Jarvis Landry, who's a badass receiver also.
Okay.
Njoku, badass tight end from last year, and now Odell to that. They can have maybe the best offense in the league if everything works out good. It's a lot of ifs.
You think Baker Mayfield's the real deal? You think he's shown enough?
Bro, I hated on him hard, and he proved me wrong last year. I think he's good.
You think
I think he's pretty good. He's a leader too, bro.
Right.
He's everything that Carr's not. And yes.
I know. Wait.
Yeah.
I didn't know about this. This is new news to me.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not your regular delusional Raider fan that's Raiders for life, all this shit. And it is Raiders for life for me.
Right.
But I'm not a delusional fan that's going to be just super biased about it because I'm not. The fact is, Carr had one good year. He did in 2016. The rest have been very suspect.
Yeah.
And honestly, bro, nobody wants to bring that shit up. Like, nah, he's all right. He's not all right, bro. He's had one good year. The rest have been very suspect. I'm just being honest. And
he was the second year, he was injured. You kind of say injury prone.
You can say that, but last year he wasn't injured, and he just. If you're a Raider fan and you watch him play, he plays scared now. In Fresno State, he was running around, jumping and shit. He's always in the pocket. If somebody's close, he does this shit. He crumbles. Even my girl, bro, who knows nothing about football, she knows a little bit more now. She's like, God, he plays like he's scared. I'm like, because he is scared. He is. He does play like he's scared because he is scared.
What's that one rookie, Griffin? What was that dude that?
Yeah, fuck.
It's kind of like what happened to
RG3.
RG3, you know, had a great year, first year.
Yep.
Had what, rookie of the year?
Yep. He did get rookie of the year. I forgot about that.
But you know what? I think because was Kari he would take hits, huh? He kind of had that mentality that RG3. He didn't know when to, you know what, you gotta just slide. You know, don't take the hit.
But now he's scared, and it even got to the point, bro, where my girl has a Derek Carr shirt. I still don't want to wear that shit anymore.
Damn.
Yeah. I'm like,
but he's still the starter, right?
He's a starter, yeah.
Oh,
and
shit.
I'm gonna give him this year because. Okay, I guess we're in NFL anyways. They gave Carr everything this year. You gave him Antonio Brown, Tyrell Williams from the Chargers just signed 2.
Yeah.
You have decent tight ends right now too. You have 3 first-round picks in the draft. You just signed the Patriots left tackle, give him the biggest contract in NFL history for a lineman. You gave him everything, bro.
Right.
Any quarterback would love that shit.
Right.
So if you still suck after this year, you have to cut his ass. Because now, after this year, you can cut him and not have anything against the cap. You want to trade him? You can still trade him too.
Right.
But him and Antonio Brown are butt buddies on social media, and they're hanging out and doing all that shit.
Dude, I seen the video where Antonio Brown went to his house to tell him, "Hey, man."
Yeah.
And he was hella happy. I was like, "Fool, why is that fool so happy?" I'm like, we'll see, bro. Antonio, I hope, Antonio Brown, he's probably excited, but like, if Carr doesn't,
if he don't perform, he's gonna throw him under the bus right away.
Antonio Brown will become his worst. His worst nightmare, bro.
Yeah. So no, and I'm like, again, bro. It's just me being honest. I don't think he's the guy. I hope Carr proves me wrong this year. I hope he does. But the fact of the matter is, we have 3 first-round picks. I would not put it past Gruden to draft a quarterback.
Right.
With three picks in the first round and then 2 second-round picks. So. I don't know. That's my fucking...
Well, here's the thing. This is the year. He's gonna come out. We're gonna, we'll see what he does, and we'll let the cards, play out the way they
pretty much.
Out.
But I'm not writing his coattails or anything.
Right.
I'm very skeptical. 100% skeptical.
Got you.
We talked about the Browns. Jordy Nelson retired yesterday. He was good with the Packers. He didn't do that good with us, but again, you had Carr throwing to him for that year.
Right.
So you can say, and it sounds like I'm shitting on Carr a lot.
I'm surprised. Why? So Gronk too retired, but
Gronk retired.
I understand why he retired.
10 years in the NFL, 3 rings. To me, it's a Hall of Fame career too. I think it's a Hall of Fame career.
That's what everyone's been saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, what else do you want? He got injured a lot too, motherfucker. He's funny as fuck. He's he can probably get on a fucking podcast or do something, a TV show.
He's definitely gonna be.
He's a TV personality.
On something like.
Yeah, so he's getting out before he's brain trauma and all that shit. So I'm happy for him, dude. I'm happy for Gronk. And I didn't even write that, so that's good shit on you.
Shout out to Gronk though.
Shout out to Gronk.
I mean, his last year wasn't that impressive, but he did a lot of good blocking.
Yeah, and you know what? And one thing people forget is in the Super Bowl, he made a very crucial catch.
And he made that catch, which
you can say that.
The whole game, probably the most boring Super Bowl, the most defensive, probably, but he made the catch.
He made the most important catch of the game. And then, real quick before we finish up with the NFL, I'm honestly jealous of your guys' situation. If I can switch, I would switch Carr and Garoppolo in a heartbeat. Imagine you give Jimmy. I'm a huge Jimmy Garoppolo fan. Right. Imagine you give him Tyrell Williams and Antonio Brown. That's crazy, bro. I think he would tear it up the season.
Well. I was so bummed when Garoppolo went out last year.
Oh, it was a heartbreaker. It was a heartbreaker,
dude. Like shit. I really wanted to, see him because he had a good first year.
He did.
Well, first half of the year, whatever you want to call it. But I think he's
back.
the real deal.
He'll bounce back, and he's a leader too, bro.
And he's good looking. The most important thing.
He's a good looking motherfucker.
Good looking guy, So
basically, So I think he's gonna do good.
Well, we'll see, man. You never know. Maybe Carr turns it around. Maybe
we'll see. I hope he proves me wrong. As far as you guys though, I wish you would have gave him more weapons, Jimmy. I'm talking about because your tight end's good. I like the tight end a lot. Kittle's really good.
Yeah,
he's good. But I wish they would have addressed giving him more weapons, and they can still do that in the draft, or maybe somebody gets released.
Pick someone up, but
but we'll see. Kittle's the real deal too, though. We'll move on to the fucking NBA real quick. Nurkic from the Blazers had a real fucked up injury yesterday, so
seen it. Yep, saw it.
Yeah, all love goes to him. Hopefully he comes back from it. It's a fucked up injury.
Is he a starter?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so I mean he's real good for them too. He gets his rebounds, he dunks, he does everything.
Yeah, he's one of those European players that
just does everything good. Fundamental.
Yeah, they're always the Europeans. They always got the fundamentals.
They can all shoot free throws.
They play hard. They make good decisions.
Yeah, basketball IQ is always real high.
Yeah, that's Luka. I mean, look at Luka. That pretty much tells you.
Bro, I fucking love Luka.
We weren't even gonna talk about Luka.
We didn't, but
like since we're talking about Europeans,
yeah.
Come on,
you gotta bring up Luka, dude. He motherfucker's 19 or 20 years old, and he looks already like a legit starter in the NBA. Legit starter, dude. We just played him yesterday. Actually, we played them. We beat him, but their team's kind of depleted. Yeah, you know what I mean. They traded a lot of their guys for Kristaps Porzingis. He's not gonna play though, and
he's not playing.
Luka put up a triple-double yesterday against us, and then the loss.
He tied I think Magic Johnson for
most rookie ones.
Yeah, but I mean Oscar Robertson had I think it was Oscar Robertson had 20 something, but I was like.
Different time period.
Different era.
Different discussion. About
we don't want to get into that.
We'll get into that.
We get a lot of hate on the different eras, but he's good, man. He's a real.
He is. Now, something I'm very excited for. Yeah. Very, very excited for.
Pretty much what I came.
Pretty much what he came out of the grave for. Resurrection of you.
What it was MIA, and then I was like. You know what? I gotta say, I have something to say.
Yeah, he has something to say. There's this new segment I want to introduce to this show called Bu's Bombs. Meaning, Bu, great buddy over here, is going to let loose a bomb of his knowing. One of the most basketball knowledge-filled people I know. So, I know you're a huge Laker fan. I know you're a huge Laker fan. So, I've heard a lot of back and forth about... what do we do? Because, of course, unless you're not a Laker fan, you knew that you guys wanted to trade for Anthony Davis, right?
Right.
Trade, I think it was a big nucleus of the core to get him and throw first-round picks. Of course, we've had Rex on here. Of course, the Beard's on here. Of course, they want to trade him. They want LeBron to pair with Anthony Davis and maybe a few veteran free agents like fucking Lance Stevenson or whoever the fuck.
Yeah, make him dance, Lance.
Make him dance, Lance. But I'm going to shut the fuck up for a little bit because I want you to go ahead and through one of your Bu bombs. I hear you have something to say.
All right.
I'm all ears, bro.
So, first off, I'm going to say real quick, the AD trade, that I think that had a big effect on the team and all the up-and-coming talent, I mean, that sent a huge message that, LeBron is... He's here to stay.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna revolve around LeBron, which is cool. He's still the greatest player. I'm not knocking LeBron. I still like LeBron. I still think we can make something happen, right? But we gotta be careful. We don't wanna. I mean, the Lakers have already potentially given away 2 All-Stars, and I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about? D'Angelo Russell.
Oh my God, he's balling, bro. He's 22 years old too, I think, or 23.
Man,
he's
dude,
balling, bro.
The only knock I had on that fool was the whole controversy about when he snitched on Nick Young, that stupid shit.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's the only thing I thought. I was like, man, why did he do that? But still, I was like, I still don't know to this day why exactly we traded him.
But everybody knew that the talent was there with D'Angelo. Everyone knew the talent was there. He was very young, just like your whole young core is right now. I think Ingram's barely 21 himself.
Right.
So...
and then Julius Randle.
Oh fuck! I would love to have that.
He's a 20 and 10 guy.
He's a walking double-double, right?
He's a walking double-double. Yep. I mean, I thought when they gave him away, I understand they wanted to release some cap space.
But he's so young.
But man, dude, he's. I mean, look, he's a 20 and 10 guy. He's consistent. Our guys are still young. We're still, they're still a little inconsistent, but
I don't know if you saw that picture. It was right after the trade deadline,
right.
there was a picture of LeBron at the very end of the bench, and the young core was.
Right. Yeah.
You saw that picture, right?
What's his name? Frazier.
Yeah.
Frazier.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, look at him, you know, blah blah blah.
So of course, you mentioned the psyche of the team.
Right.
What do you think the young core was thinking? It's pretty obvious, but they were probably thinking like, this motherfucker wants to get rid of all of us, and
I don't know, man. I've never been in the position. I can only imagine what it would be like, you know.
But of course, they're a little butthurt, right?
Right.
They have to be a little bit butthurt. Even a regular human being's gonna be like.
I mean, there's two ways they could take it. One way they could say, you know what, I'm never gonna give, whoever our GM any thought or that of trading me, and maybe they start playing better, or
that's true.
The other way they could take it is fuck them, I thought,
yeah.
but still but in their case, what I am saying, they're what, Kuzma's only what, 20, 21?
Kuzma's a little bit of an older rookie. I think he's 25 or 24.
Oh, he's 25?
He played all 4 years.
Oh yeah, he played all 4 years, yeah. Right. So,
but still very young.
He's still young, young guys.
Not even in his prime yet.
Right. So that's the thing. They're still young. You gotta just like I said, D'Angelo Russell. He was young. We let him go. Yeah. He's an all-star now.
Yep.
Okay, but number 2, the big bomb, and this is where me and Josh.
Woo!
Fuck you, Josh. I'm saying it right now. I hope you're watching this video when it comes out there.
You motherfucker, yeah.
We need Lonzo Ball, okay? Lonzo Ball. I know a lot of people. There's a bunch of controversy, and there's a lot going on with him right now. In the Big B, Triple B.
Oh man!
Shout out to Triple B. We got shout out to. That's another story, but
Big Baller Brand. You're gonna see him at Ross and Marshalls pretty soon. Those shoes are gonna be $14, dude. At your local Ross pretty soon.
Nah, bro, you're gonna see those. They're sending those off to Haiti, fool. Like, they're all the fucking. Yeah. No one's gonna want to buy those motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, okay, so let's get into Lonzo Ball. First off, what do you think about him? I like him. But what do you think?
As a Sacramento Kings fan, of course,
this
you
is
can
a Kings
say
fan.
Laker hater, all that shit. I think he's great defensively. I think he's a phenomenal passer. You can say he's almost as good as LeBron James as far as passing goes.
Right.
His vision is incredible.
Right.
It's crazy vision. 3-point shot improved this year too. And honestly, bro, he's pretty explosive. I seen him dunk it pretty hard and shit too.
He was playing really good before he got hurt, and they were winning.
Yeah.
Pretty consistently, and
it's like the quarterback, right? You can say he's the quarterback of your fucking offense, dude. He makes everything real smooth. LeBron's trying to do that too, but the thing is, I think a lot of times if there was already a lot of shit going on, so I'm not saying they weren't playing as hard for him, but I'm sure there was times where like, man, fuck.
But it's a new offense they have to get used to.
It is.
Because last year we were talking about this
one
day, and you were saying, I told you, the big question, would you rather get rid of LeBron?
Oh my God, you're making my heart pump. You're making my heart pump. Dude, here, look, I'll ask it.
You ask it.
The big Laker question, if you're a Laker fan, is, hey, should we trade LeBron? Ha ha ha, which is kind of funny, or should we trade the whole young core that consists of your man Lonzo, Josh Hart, Ingram, Kuzma, who I think should be untradeable, to be honest.
Yeah.
And throw in 3 or 4 first-round picks.
It's a lot.
Like I said, Rex and our boy the Beard said, "Oh, trade the kids and the picks." Right? Now, what do you say, Mr. B?
Well, first off, fuck you, Josh.
Yeah.
Second, dude, that's. I mean, when the whole AD trade, I thought that was ridiculous. I thought, man, that's too much players right there. They were gonna get rid of Kuzma. They were gonna get rid of Kuzma. Like, dude, the one fucking guy.
Yep.
Oh, besides Lonzo, I mean, I can make a case for Lonzo too. Like, I would feel hurt on both if we got rid of Kuzma or Lonzo. But, like, come on, dude. Like, it's like you're taking a big chance on who knows what we. Say we get rid of all our young guys, then what, we pick up who? AD, maybe? That's AD, LeBron. That's a pretty good pair right there.
Another year, an older LeBron, too.
An older LeBron.
And Anthony Davis that didn't really play a lot of the season.
And who knows if it's gonna work, you know? Who knows?
What we talked about is if you do that, you basically have a 2-year window to win a championship. Basically. Because you can say, LeBron's still the best player in the league. Is he still as explosive? Is he still as good as he used to be? I think he is. It's just slightly declining, right?
He's still dunking on fools.
He's still doing it.
The game
he's still doing it.
Bro. He's
definitely still doing it, but I do think you have 2 more years of that kind of LeBron. I don't think you have more than that. He's gonna be like fucking 36 or 37, right. And I don't know. I think you literally limit yourself to 2 years, and not only do you give up all those young fucks, you give up 3 or 4 first-round picks, so you fuck yourself for another 3 or 4 years.
You're pretty much putting all your chips to the middle of the table, and you're saying,
"Fuck it, let's try
see
it.
What happens."
Champ or bust.
But you know what? The way the Golden State Warriors and a lot of the team, man, there's a lot of good teams just right now. They're playing a lot of good basketball.
A lot of good young teams too, bro.
And who knows if even an AD and a LeBron is enough to stop, you know, a Golden State or...
At this point, I don't know. I don't know right now.
I'm honestly thinking, bro, that the era... I mean, unless... The only way you could win, I think, with LeBron is maybe if you had a shooter like Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
And you need a knockdown shooter, like a for sure could hit it almost 99% of the time.
And I think, too, a 3-and-D player. So a guy that plays defense like Thompson. Shoots the 3 well and plays good defense. And you can even throw Lonzo in there, too. Plays great defense.
Right.
For a 3-point shot. But, basically, would you rather trade the young core that consists of Kuzma, Lonzo, Hart, Ingram, and the picks, or you trade LeBron? What the fuck would you do?
When he first asked me this question, I didn't even take a second to think about it, bro.
I was flabbergasted.
That was just natural
reaction,
my natural reaction to it. So I'm gonna, of course, just say I'm not even gonna think about it. I would trade LeBron.
Yes, dude. And the fact when you said that, I wanted to fucking bust my phone out. I wanted to prop it up. I wanted to record right there, dude. I wanted to fucking record right there.
You heard it here first.
Yeah,
bro.
you heard it here first. You would rather trade LeBron than all of it, and I think you make a good point. What's your case for it?
Like I said, okay. First off, when LeBron came, I was excited, but like anybody would be, I thought, you know, we're gonna be pretty good, and we were pretty good at the beginning of the year. We were like 3rd, 4th in the West, and then he got injured. You know,
and the rest is history.
You know, but I wish PG had came, honestly, bringing that up. But like, I think that he would have worked better with us because. I mean, like I said, the type of offense they run with LeBron is you know, let him go to work, let him pick and pop, you know, which is fine if you got the shooters. If you got the shooters, you know, it's cool. But you know, if you don't, a lot of the teams they're running that, you know, that Golden State style offense.
Yep, that fast pace, run and gun,
pass. You know, the willing passer. You know, make the extra pass and that. And you could say like maybe like some of the best teams are like the Nuggets.
Yeah,
they have a great offense. Like
they do.
It's similar
very
to
unselfish offense too.
Just like Golden State, and you know to the 3, like they're saying the 3 ball is, you know, that's the new.
That's the way the game's played now.
Revolves around the 3-point line, you know. So I just think I don't know if it's gonna be enough that style. They would need a really good shooter like a Klay Thompson.
Yeah.
And I don't know who else they could pick up besides.
You would need a couple defenders too, bro.
And defenders.
Yeah.
Which they weren't too bad on defense at the beginning of the year. This year, McGee was for a minute. McGee looked like he was, you know.
Yeah.
I thought for a minute, but you know he
ends up becoming
McGee.
It's almost like the Fitzpatrick thing from the NFL. He wowed us for a couple games last year.
Right.
And then okay, yes, Fitzpatrick again.
Right.
But yeah, man. And the fact is, we asked that because I don't think you're gonna keep them both next year. I think there's already been so much shit that's happened. You either will trade the young core, which I personally think will happen. They shouldn't, but I think will happen. Or you trade LeBron, which they won't do, though. I highly doubt they'll do that.
Let's be honest. It's a lot to do with politics.
100%.
Money. LeBron brings in a lot of money.
Yep.
You know, he's the face of LA right now.
Yeah, he does that HBO show now in LA. He had Antonio Brown on there. He had a couple athletes on there. So yeah, you're right. It's politics. He's the face of LA. So it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still gonna be a Laker fan. If LeBron's on the team, I'm still gonna, you know, cheer, root them on. Hopefully they do good. But in my eyes, I hope they don't. Particularly, I hope they don't get rid of Lonzo Ball or Kuzma. Anybody else, I could live with. I could, you know, I could go to sleep and be like, you know, we'll be all right. But I think those two players, and let's get back to Lonzo real quick because we didn't really talk. We asked you what you thought about him. You said he had good defense.
Yep.
He's
improved 3-point
good
shot.
Passer.
Yep.
He can hit the three. He's had streaky games where he's been, you know, pretty good at shooting the three. In college, he shot the three like at 40%.
Yep.
So I think he has the three ball somewhere. He needs more time. He needs more time. But the one thing that you can't, I'm trying to remember what they say on First Take. It's the eye test.
Yeah.
Eye test. Sometimes the stats don't tell you everything. Sometimes, you know,
people get enamored with the stats too much, I think.
Right. And the eye test, what I mean by the eye test is you can see this guy, like, in LeVar, you know, LeVar, he's kind of has some points. He said Lonzo Ball's a winner.
Yep.
And it's true. If you watch how he plays, he's almost in every play, dude. He has some type of little imprint in every play, because I seen a play where, like, he'll come off his man, go on a double team, and then he'll have to run and he'll like run as like use like maybe more energy than like most of us use in a fucking, you know, in a whole week, bro. In one play, he'll like run, try to double team. If he doesn't, he'll you know, they pass it back out. He'll run across and he'll make. He's 6'6". You're not going to get a lot of point guards that are 6'6".
No,
you know?
He's good for those 50-50 balls.
You saw that chase down block he did on, I forgot who it was. He did that shit was crazy. I mean, he just has a lot of little, like, the 50-50 balls. He just, there's so much he does that you don't see in the stats, but like you can see because you can tell. I forget what the ranking is, but I know for sure the Lakers, the defense since Lonzo Ball's been out, their defense has been like. It's been shit. Honestly.
No, and they don't look like a well-oiled machine at all. It looks like they're missing something.
And it's like they're just missing that spark, that energy that Lonzo brings. He really brings that energy, man. And he makes those passes, those half-court passes. He always keeps the defense
ridiculous. Those are quarterback
He always
passes.
keeps the defense on their toes because he'll look up and just fucking throw it.
You know, and so advocate for Lonzo Ball for sure. The biggest Lonzo Ball hater I know, you know him too, Mr. Beard himself, Mr. Josh. I defend Lonzo.
Yourself, Josh.
I defend Lonzo.
Cut off that beard.
I feel weird because I'm a Kings fan defending Lonzo Ball all the time, and it's like, whoa, but he hates Lonzo Ball.
Dude. Man, I mean,
where do we start? Where do we start,
man? I mean, I'm just gonna say this, you know. I know Lonzo, he's struggling with his offense a little bit, but I mean, he put on some weight too. Did you see the weight he put on this year?
He got thicker for sure.
He's about, you know, he's for real, bro. He's about his game, bro.
Yeah.
Cause he's got a lot of pressure. His dad's put a lot of pressure on him, and he's probably like, you know, I gotta play good. I gotta get better. So.
I think the pressure of LA is there too. I honestly think if he goes to any other team, he's gonna flourish. Because you're not going to have that pressure. You're not going to have big baller brand anymore, Triple B.
Right.
And you're still going to have the talent. You're not going to have high expectations because all that shit's going to be gone. I think he'll be a breakthrough player if the trade happens.
Just give him some time. Magic Johnson. I'm pretending like that's Magic Johnson.
Yep.
You know, give Lonzo Ball some time. He's a really good player. I think if you trade him, we're going to regret it, just like we did with Russell, man. I honestly do.
It's going to sound crazy.
He just has too many untouchables, bro. Too many.
But your boy Kuzma right here, imagine when you receive the notification, Kuzma, Lonzo have been traded. It's gonna break your heart, right?
Bro, they're gonna tear it up somewhere else. If they go in a package to some team, they're gonna tear it up, and they're gonna set Lonzo loose, man. Like, yeah. And it sucks because it's also Lonzo had to figure out how to play with LeBron, since that was the thing. LeBron's so dominant. He's
a dominant player, yeah.
And obviously Lonzo Ball was our point guard. He was our most ball dominant player. So he had to learn, how to share the ball. It's a big deal.
Yeah. So to end it off, basically, you're saying I'll take 10, 12 years of Lonzo, Kuzma, Ingram, and whatever the fuck else we get instead of 2 years with LeBron.
Exactly.
2 years of an older, not sure what the fuck to expect, right? So at least this way it'll be exciting. They're young, right?
Exactly, dude. They're young. Like you said, they're still young, man.
They're babies, bro. It's kind of like what I'm going. Not even close.
It's like the Kings giving up theirs for LeBron or something. If LeBron came, they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll offer you LeBron. All right, we'll give up fucking Fox." They won't give up Fox, but like we'll give up that dude of the
Bogdanovich or Bagley or just any of those young fucks.
Yeah, we'll give you that. Why, dude? Why?
Yeah, they're flourishing so good right now. It's like, bro, they're all 20, 21 years old. Bagley's 19, so it's fuck. You don't hit your prime till you're 28. It's like these fools are almost in the playoffs, so it's like. You just let them ride. Same shit. I agree too with them.
Yeah, they're fucking. There's good teams, bro.
There's a lot of good young teams.
That's the thing. There's a lot of good teams out here, and the Kings, for real. I mean, let's talk about the Kings a little bit. The Kings.
Oh shit! I wasn't expecting this one.
Well, De'Aaron Fox is the real deal.
He's a beast, bro.
He's a beast.
I want to see him in the dunk contest next year. He's been doing some crazy ass dunks lately.
I think his hops are getting.
They're getting better. Yeah.
Like I don't know.
I don't know if he's growing or what the fuck.
No, what the fuck? Maybe he hasn't hit his full potential as far as athleticism, but it's scary. He did that windmill the other day.
Oh,
and I was like,
that
what
was crazy.
The fuck?
He did it in game, bro. That shit was fucking nuts.
I did not know he had that, but no, the Kings are gonna be to be reckoned with for.
I think maybe even by next season, if they got Harrison Barnes at the end of this year, he's 26 years old. He's a good, defender and shit.
They need pieces like that.
They need little pieces like that. Yeah. They had Shumpert. They traded him away. He was taking away a lot of shots from a lot of the fucking guys.
But a
lot of pieces are there. I mean,
but they got a lot of bench players that are decent, good players.
That Bogdanovich, he's 20-something years old. He's smart Euro player too.
Right, Europe, man.
Yeah, so we'll see, man. We'll see. I think maybe by next year, 2 years for sure. I'm in it. They can even make it this year.
They might still make it.
They can make it, which is crazy. But I think just trust the process. Take me from the 76ers and. Yeah, man. I mean, you guys have a good core right now, too. A real good young core.
We'll see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. LeBron looks like he's getting along right now. They won a couple games.
Yeah.
But they're playing right now. They're playing the Jazz.
Which it would help us if you guys beat them, because that's one of the teams we're fucking...
We're down by 6 right now.
Down by 9 now.
Second quarter, 9 minutes. We'll see how it goes.
But good first ever abuse bomb. That was fucking awesome. I'm glad. We'll move on to last thing. Went a little longer than we expected, but it's all good. A current event, Jesse Smollett. Jesse Smollett. You brought it up yourself, too.
We were thinking about, hey, what current event could we talk about?
Yep.
And I was like, well, you heard about that guy, right? The Empire guy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the 16 felonies that he was charged with, apparently
What felonies,
What
bro?
felonies they're saying?
Felonies?
They're saying, what staged event, fool? They're saying,
yeah.
They're like, who's Jesse? Fool? We don't even know who that fool is.
So real quick to bring it up, he staged the robbery, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's what he did.
There's a whole lot of
shit too.
People are for him, people are against him.
Yeah, I don't want to dive super deep into it.
I'm not gonna go into the whole politics of it.
But yeah, you said it yourself. 16 felonies, which if we got that, we'd be done for life, bro. We'd be done for fucking life.
That's a lot of felonies.
It's a lot of fucking felonies.
When the felons say, or ex-cons say, I caught a case, that's catching a case right there, bro.
That's a lot, bro. And now he's free to go. He's set.
He's free to go. The case is sealed, which means it's tucked away in some filing cabinet, locked up. You're not.
That's it. And he's probably gonna be back on Empire pretty soon, I'm assuming.
Well, I heard about. Speaking of them, I heard they're the cast members. You know, it's controversial.
Oh, okay.
Some are for him. Some are like, you know, it's still, even though he got let go, they're still like, you know. Obviously, here's the only thing. This is what, if you're deciding, well, he did it or not did it. The guys that were, you know, the two brothers that he supposedly were part of it. The noose that he wore around his neck is from where they bought the rope. They bought the rope. God. That's almost like.
It's kind of silly for sure.
Close the case. Yeah. Said, but you know, it is what it is. It's more. That's more of just, you know, being famous. You know, you get away with
shit. Yeah.
OJ did it. He got away with it. You know. So
that's true, and you know, I've
like that.
Pretty much. I've actually never seen that Empire show. I don't know if you have.
I haven't. I don't.
Never seen it.
No.
I pretty much just watch sports, fucking WWE or Walking Dead, and Walking Dead's been fucking super good lately. I know a lot of shit that's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. I want to spoil all of it. Me and my girl got in a real big argument because I wanted to spoil it all for her. She was just like, "You're not gonna tell me shit." I'm like, "I'm gonna fucking say everything. I'm gonna ruin the whole thing." Because I read the comics, of course, so I know what the fuck's gonna happen. And she doesn't want to know what the fuck's gonna happen. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna say it.
The comics, huh?
Well, I fucking let's be real. I didn't read the full comics. I read the summaries of them. But it's still reading some of it. It's all good.
Okay.
It's all good.
Spark Notes.
Spark Notes.
Everyone knows about Spark Notes back in high school.
Yeah. But she won, so I'm not gonna fucking spoil it. So yeah, we'll see what the fuck happens.
I was watching that for a while, but I fell off it a long time ago. I don't even know what the fuck's going on now.
It's fucking good, bro. It's hella good, yeah. And I really want to spoil it, but fuck it.
Fuck it.
Hey, good first time on here. You're a natural, phenomenal job.
I try, man.
You fucking nice seeing you. I hope to see you in another, hopefully less than 10 years. We'll see what the fuck. Just kidding.
We're gonna have to check the footage just to make sure I come through, right?
Yeah, no more stranger danger shit.
Right.
Glad to have you on. We'll have you on soon again for sure.
I'd love to come out again. It was fun.
We'll have the beard on here too. We'll have you guys. We'll have a celebrity charity boxing event.
I don't know if he's gonna fit in there. It's too much fucking buff. We got buffness.
No, not fucking, even.
All kinds of shit.
Yeah, but fucking yeah, man. It's great having you on. We'll have you on soon again. This is the view. This is the hair. We out.